Ms. Heard did not have PTSD, and there were also pretty significant indications that she was grossly exaggerating symptoms of PTSD when asked about them.
It's not just about the testimony. I mean, everyone talking about Amber Heard's reaction to the testimony as it's happening inside that courtroom. Welcome back. Let's talk about her body language. Let's bring in our expert. Joining me in Alexandria, Virginia tonight, New York Times bestselling author of the book, You Can't Lie to Me, retired ATF investigator and well-renowned body language expert, Janine Driver, back with us tonight. Thanks for coming back, Janine. Just give me the big picture, and then I want to play two portions of testimony today, but big picture takeaway from what you saw from the body language from Amber Heard as she's hearing the doctor talk about her.
We don't control emotions. Emotions control us. So she's had a pretty good handle so far on her emotions while Johnny Depp is up on the stand, while other witnesses for Johnny. But what happened today was an explosive opportunity for us to analyze body language. It was so fun. I always say, Vinny, if you're going to start analyzing body language and learn about it, I always start with the forehead, right here from the nose up to the top of the forehead. I say, concern flows from the forehead to the nose. So this is where we can see concern flows from the forehead to the nose. This was lighting up today. There's some attitude here. I'm so excited to dive in a little deeper. Her body language showed up. Her emotions were tapped into today. She was not in control of her emotions today.
All right, let's begin. Let's listen to some of Dr. Shannon Curry's testimony and watch Amber Heard as the testimony is happening.
What struck me was Ms. Raquel Pennington's testimony. She's a former friend of Ms. Heard's, and she indicated, she told a story about, I suppose, they were shopping for Thanksgiving accoutrements, something to prepare for Thanksgiving, and Ms. Heard struck her in the face, sort of out of the blue, which is, I thought was interesting because that is one of those signs of borderline personality disorder where if a friend or a loved one isn't meeting your needs in that moment, people with borderline personality disorder can be very caring in their relationships as long as their needs are being met. They feel that their needs should be met when they want them met at a specific level, and if they're not, then that anger, that sense of harm causes them to react. So the striking Ms. Pennington, per Ms. Pennington's report in the declaration or the testimony, I thought was pretty consistent.
Okay, Jean, what did you see? What was significant there?
All right, let's start with looking over the shoulder, okay? I always say that you can't unsee, unhear, unexperience what we talk about with body language, so try it on. When might you look over the shoulder when you suddenly lack confidence? So this was most likely unexpected for her, or she didn't, at least how she's feeling about it was unexpected. That turn over her shoulder, what it is scanning for a connection with somebody, whoever she turned to, and it's looking for understanding and acceptedness, like you accept me, you understand what I'm talking about. And so she's trying to connect there. We talked last night about this smirk, this contempt. It's on one side of our face. It happens literally, Vinny, in an 18th of a second. It's called a micro expression because it's micro, it's fast. We see contempt here. The big thing, though, are these eyebrows. I love this eyebrows to the forehead here. It happens fast and it's accurate. And so what we have here is displeasure. It is trouble. She is bothered. It's like, what bad news is coming next is what she's likely thinking in her head. And here's the interesting thing, Vinny. This is a threat or perceived threat is what's happening in her brain at this moment, and she's trying to control her anger. So when we see this, I say it's the WTF face, right? If you did something when you were a kid, your parents would do that little look like, knock it off. And so she's doing that, knock it off.
Let's take a look at the doctor again, because her credibility is significant in this case as well, right? She's coming up with an opinion about Amber Heard. Let's watch her on cross-examination.
You were, in fact, so excited about being involved in this case that you told your husband, even though this was a highly confidential matter, that you were going to be conducting the examination of Ms. Heard, didn't you?
That is not accurate.
You not only told your husband, but you told Ms. Heard that you told your husband, correct?
Ms. Bredehoff, that is not accurate.
What is accurate?
You're incorrect. That is not correct.
Is your testimony today under oath that you did not tell your husband that you were going to be conducting the examination of Amber?
That is my testimony.
Okay, Janine, what did you see there?
Listen, I got to tell you, she's my favorite on the stand. I was riveted. I took so many notes. I have a little mind map here of all my notes. It was amazing. And then Cross came along. And what I saw, Vinny, and I'm sure you felt it too, is this uncertainty here. The strongest denial is a no. And so when I say to Roger Clemens, did you cheat in the game of baseball? Did you take steroids? He said, how do I prove a negative? How do I prove a negative? What are you talking about, Roger Clemens? When people are withholding information from us, it'll come out in a convoluted way. Casey Anthony was asked about the smell in the trunk of her car. You may remember the grandmother called and said, smells like there's been a dead body in the trunk of the damn car. And Casey Anthony, when asked by police what's up with the smell, she said, dead squirrels climbed up in my engine and died. What is that, zombie squirrels? It makes no sense. So here we hear the doctor, instead of saying a flat out no, we see her smile, leaking sadness twice, and this little teeny smile, and then says this convoluted answer. So this is indicative of someone that's holding something back. Does it mean she's lying? No, maybe she said that to stroke, the ego of an egomaniac already, right? So who knows what the story, but if I was their attorney, I would have in this moment asked about the smile. I would have asked about the giggle. I would have asked about the sadness on her face. I would have noticed it, asked about it, and I would have said, then what did happen? Walk me through what happened. I like to say this expression, tell me everything from the beginning. So when she came in with regard to this, tell me everything from the beginning. So this is a hot spot, Vinny. Oh, I didn't like to see it inside. I was like, oh, she was such a good witness for Johnny Depp. And then this puts uncertainty, I think, in the jurors' minds. It certainly put uncertainty in mine. If you're withholding from here, or even just being deceptive here, what else are you withholding from us with your evaluation? And if you're deceptive here, what else are you going to be deceptive about? So that was kind of a weak part for me. I was disappointed to see it. Again, the weakest denials are those absolutely, what kind of person do you think I am? I'd have to be stupid to do something like that. Did you cheat on your husband? The answer should be no. Have you ever taken heroin? The answer should be no. Not absolutely not. What kind of person do you think I am? That's not a true story. That's not facts. And then there's like this double talk. It happens when people are withholding information. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something small, but there's certainly.
It could have something to do with muffins. Here. I don't know. Janine Driver, you never hold back. Thank you so much. We'll talk again.
Thanks, Vinny.